Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo Venus. I'm so happy to have you here. My name is Cecilia.eyvaa, and I do monthly readings with tarot cards and oracle deck. And I do it intuitive, but I'm also a psychic, and I was born with this gift, and I've trained it and used it since in many different ways. I here wanted you to give a little bit of room and space before you got this March reading, because this is for the Pisces season and March reading, and you just now, like, what was it, like last week, I did your February Aquarius reading. So, guess it was needed. The devil is coming up a lot, you guys, together with a fool. And there's a saying that we all know, fools rush in where wise men never go, but wise men never fall in love, so how am I to know? That's from a song called The Bow Wow. See if I can get that written down somewhere. All these different notes I have around. I love this song. They actually play it in the Marie Antoinette movie. I don't know if you watched it. I think you should, maybe. I'm gonna write it down for you guys too. Well, they also, originally it was an Elvis song, right? And Elvis was a Capricorn. So maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn, actually. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Maybe you're just dealing with a Capricorn, or you're going to deal with a Capricorn, or you could be dealing with a boss figure, somebody that's authoritative, somebody that's calling the shots. I'm hearing you don't like it. You don't like the way they do it. You want to venture into something new. It could be a Gemini, it could be an Aries too. You want to venture into something different. I would say you want to do it in a different way. Yeah, we got Mars here, so definitely could be an Aries. Some kind of ruler. I'm feeling kind of like the Emperor energy. But there's a difference between the Emperor, the Fool, and the Devil. Yeah, there's huge differences there actually. But let's say it straight, okay? So they're all kind of masculine energies, right? And the Fool is like that Aries energy where they're like the pioneers. They, go to unexplored territory and go through any obstacle to like see what's on the other side of the horizon, right? They are discovering new. That's the Aries energy because they are the pioneers and they are ruled by Mars. That's like this conqueror energy. But different from the Fool in the conqueror mode is not really the Fool. It's a foolish fool. It's somebody who tries to possess the land that they take over. They try to possess the new discovery, try to own it, like the whole thing about like rights, having the rights to do it, and also some kind of entitlement. But I'm also getting in here that some of you could be like inventing something new, or trying to patent something, trying to get a patent for something, or trying to get like the legal rights to something, and you're trying to claim ownership of it, or somebody is trying to do that over you. Like there is some kind of like justice situation too, I'm hearing. It could be a legal thing, but I feel like it's not there yet, but it could go there all the way. So just be careful and be sure that you are checking all the boxes, reading all the fine prints and the details and everything, right? So again, back to the story. The pioneers, they are discovering, but what we are doing as humans when we're pioneering, we're also like putting our flag into something, right? Like when we, hypothetically enter the moon, we put a flag in it, and we're like, okay, this is our moon. Now we're here. Humanity owns this shit. Just as an example. But again, some people claim that the moon first of all isn't real. Some claim that the moon is a spaceship or some kind of satellite. Remember, satellites are also not only constructed objects. They can be all forms of objects. Some people call asteroids, satellites in some degree. Anyway, a lot of information here. Yeah. Let's just take it back a little bit, slow it down. I can feel it, like, and I feel all my brain is like, yeah, and some people claim that the moon landing wasn't real. And so this can also be like something drawn to this new discovery that you're making or somebody else is making. And there's like this, I feel like there's this kind of feud or, you know, not argument, but it could lead to an argument, but some kind of battle, I would say, about like who's right and who's wrong, what's real and what's not real, what's truth, what's not truth. And remember, always when we get into that fight and that argument, trying to prove ourselves that we are right, we're already caught in the game, and that's the devil energy. Yeah, I know it because I'm a Capricorn and I've been there. The devil energy is literally, you know, I talked about the Fool, now the devil. The devil energy is literally when we're trying to possess something again, you know, trying to possess it, the conquering energy. And when we're trying to possess, we're trying to own it again, right? We're trying to own it, we're trying to make it ours, we're trying to always be right. And when we're always trying to be right, we are actually doing ourselves a misfavor, if it's called that. Disfavor. Sorry, my child. Ja, älskling, vad är det? Va? Vi kommer kramas då, men du får vara med på YouTube då. Då får du vara med på YouTube. I'm home with my kiddos. Hur mår du?
Jag är jättesnurrig och jag känner mig ensam. Jag leker med djur.
Okej. Kan du slita dig? Du behöver inte vara här. Gå och slita dig och ta en... kan du inte leka lite så kommer vi få hänga sen?
Okej.
Behöver göra det här. Sorry you guys. I'm home with my kids. There's a cold in town. So where was I at? So yeah. So when we're trying to possess something, trying to be right, we're missing the opportunity to actually listen to what is the narrative, what is actually being said, because we feel like we have to defend ourselves. We feel like we have to defend something, like somebody is actually threatening us. So in a way, when we are defending ourselves, we're not really owning up to that emperor energy. Again, I'm talking about the emperor now, because the emperor is like, when we know that we own it, it's like, you know, the masculine of the empress. The empress, she's like sitting back, relaxing, receiving. She knows that she's going to get it. She's going to get it. And the emperor, he also knows that he already has it. He has everything to give. He knows his worth. He knows his value. He knows everything, right? And so he doesn't have to prove it to anyone or anything. But when we try to prove ourselves to some people, I guess, or in some situation, or the world, let's say, then we're always doing ourselves a misfavor, because then we really don't know what we're worth. We're really not sure about our thing. So what are you sure about? That was the whole prologue here. I feel like this needed to be said. I don't know why, Virgos. Let's see. Pisces is opposite from you, so it's your 6th house, is it? It is. Did we talk about this last time? I feel like we did. I just feel like we did. I feel like we covered it. So, well, now let's be ahead of the game, yeah? The way that we're going to do this today, we're going to do it intuitively, because Pisces is such an intuitive sign, and I want to do it intuitively for you guys. Remember, the devil is not always bad. The devil talks also about, what does he talk about? Talks about karma, and talks about not creating more karma, but actually liberating yourself and knowing that you're always free. You don't have to be owned by something or someone. You don't owe anything to anyone. You don't have to, again, prove yourself, prove your worth. You are always free. You can always take off that leash that the devil holds you in, or whoever you're holding in a leash can always take it off, and just walk away from the situation. You're always free. We're always free. We're always free beings. And the devil is the illusion of being captive, of being caught, of being stuck when we're really not. It's ultimately the ego, right? But it's not really all about the ego, because the emperor is also a little bit more about the ego. Because there's like a good side and a bad side to every story. Hence, there is also very many nuances of the ego. Some people claim that we can, you know, completely diminish the ego, extinguish it, so to say, almost like a fire extinguisher. Like, we're gonna get rid of this ego. Yeah, cutting it out, cutting things out that we don't want to have in our lives, cutting mental chatter out. But the cutting outs, my loves, aren't always working the way that we want it to. Sometimes it can. Sometimes a clean cut is actually a clean cut. But sometimes cuts leaves bruises, and they leave stains, blood stains, on our very clean and crisp and clear sheets or walls or whatever. It sounds like I'm talking about a murder here, because I'm getting a lot of reference to Psycho, the movie, as well. I don't know. Was it Psycho? American Psycho, sorry. American Psycho. With Christian Bale, whom I love. He's such a great actor. And then the song with Huey Lewis in the News is Hip to Be Square. So you're getting a lot of sound. You're getting a lot of, what is it called, soundtracks? Hip to be square. So it's hip to be square. It's cool to be square. What is it talking about? Like, it's good to a certain degree to have organized surroundings and organize yourself and have this control over things, but some things we just cannot have control over. And I'm also getting drawn to this prayer, the Lord's Prayer. Forgive me if you're not religious, or if you're not, you know, keen to listen to the Christian prayer, but this is, I'm not religious. This is my grandma's, but I am someone of faith. Yeah. So you apply it to however you will. And actually, the one who wrote this, the Lord's Prayer, I'm gonna write it in the description box. It's not the actual prayer. Yeah, I'm gonna write it down. It's actually written by a poet in the 1600s, I believe. But I'm gonna write it down for you. And it talks about, please give me, God give me the strength to know, or the wisdom to know, the wisdom to see, strength to accept, something like that. Give me the ability to accept what I cannot control, and to change that which I can control, something like that. So it's also, it talks about you realizing in Pisces season what you're able to control and what you just cannot control, and that you have to let go of. And it's like this ultimate ego fight, I guess, because you are embarking on something new, or somebody has been embarking on something new. Because here we have the Hermit, which is your card, Virgo. So you're moving more into yourself, and it's a great card to have in the middle here, in the middle of the riddle I'm hearing. But then we have the Two of Swords. So it's almost like you are in the middle of a sword fight, but you're still like in this stillness of the Zen mode. And I want you to be in Zen mode during Pisces season. Zen mode. And in full awareness, and in full, like, in full awareness of what is going down, because you're going to learn so much about yourself, but also about other people, I'm hearing. I don't feel like we're going to take more for these, actually. It was weird. Maybe later. Yeah, because we have the Lovers here, so it could be a Gemini. What was I saying before? Oh, yeah, the Fool. The Fool could be a Gemini card, too. And we just have Mars, like, leaving Gemini now. So when we did see Mars before, didn't we? We did. I believe we did. No, that was not it. So that was a South Node about the past. So something about the past. The Lovers, Gemini, Mercury. I feel like you've denied yourself some kind of love. Can we get a clarification with the StarCode Astro Oracle deck for the Lovers, please? for Virgo and Pisces season. Have you denied yourself love? I'm hearing you denied yourself a relationship. I didn't want to do it. I couldn't go through with it, I heard. I have Cancer, and then we have the moon. Wow. Wow. So the moon is ruling Cancer. So this is about your relationship to your mother, sorry, or the nurturing part of yourself. And I feel like that nurturing part of yourself is really needed now that we have so many masculine aspects coming up in the reading. So whatever love you have denied yourself, my loves, for a time now, it's a part of your karma to deal with, and you need to deal with it now. And it's that kind of love that you might feel gets pretty messy and unsustainable and unnourishing. It's funny because we just talked about the moon, and the moon talks about illusions. And is it real or is it not real? Can we trust it? Can we not? And it's funny too because the Lovers is the Gemini card, which is like making a choice, kind of like this either or energy. But the thing is, though, we cannot make that choice if we're not, based and centered in love and in our heart and in harmony. But also in our mind, if we're not clear in our mind, it's going to be confusing. And the Lovers, the Geminis, they are known to be two-faced because they're two energies, right? It's the one twin and the other twin, right? They're always two sides of the story, I'm hearing. But then we have also, the moon here in this deck talks about perception and talks about cycles and seeing things a little bit different than maybe you've done in the past. And the Cancer is, known to be very possessive. They represent the home. It's the mother energy again. It's family. It's also the past. It's where you come from. The mother is where we all origin from. It's the earth. It's the origin, right? So it's something in the past that you need to deal with because we got the South Node there before. And it's about immersing yourself in the sensible or the non-sensible as well. It's like immersing yourself in all that you feel, no matter what is real and what isn't real. And it's kind of like that Piscean energy too, because it's a water sign, right? And it doesn't make sense to you, Virgos. I know, because you are such a, you're both earth and air. Like you have Mercury ruling you, although you're an earth sign. So you're like very, very systematic. You need to have answers to the questions. You need to have order in order for you to even feel good and for you to even allow yourself to feel. But here it says that you've been denying yourself feeling something for a while now, and you could be dealing with a Cancer actually, but I don't think it's about that much. Ela, inte just nu assim. Okej, jag är snart färdig. Okej, gumman. Okay. Sorry. All right, you guys, let's get a little bit clarification here. What about the Queen of Swords for Virgos? It's like a wow. What? So the Queen of Swords is matched with a Knight of Swords. There's a message coming in swiftly. You want to cut it off, cut whatever off. Well, it looks like it's the past because we got the Five of Cups here together with the Moon again. We get the Moon twice, you guys. So could also be dealing with the full moon. I haven't checked the astrology this time around. I'm sorry, but you can check it up. Pisces full moon. When is that? It's always a very potent time. Yeah, it's like grief has been hanging around you, dragging you down. I don't know why though. And it's like you get this message or notification. You're like, aha, wow. It's like something is coming up to surface and you're like seeing it clearer now. You're realizing your part in it all. What is it that Virgo is cutting away or letting go of, please? What is it? What is it? Well, it's the Ten of Swords. So something is definitely ending. I can't tell you what it is, but it looks like it was a grim story. But it also talks about back pain or like pain from the past. Old wounds, they need to heal. And whenever wounds are healing, it's gonna be painful. Healing is painful. Healing is freaking painful. And we cannot control the feeling of healing. The feeling of healing. Oh, it rhymes. I'm gonna write it down. So also, you know, the Cancerian energy is a very healing energy. So maybe you should allow that love in and let it heal you, like for real this time around, yeah? For real this time around. I'm saying this time around because I feel like you have some fond memories of someone or with someone. And it's been keeping you up at night. Something has been very, very, very confusing. But now you're getting clarity because you're seeking clarity, my loves. So what is the Hermit about for my Virgos, please? Throwing themselves at me. Oh, yeah. Wow. We got the Knight of Wands. We got the Queen of Wands. So we got the two combinations of Knight with Queens. So it seems like the masculine part of you needs to grow up a little bit. And if this is you dealing with a masculine and you being the feminine, no matter what gender you have or how you identify, the masculine side of you needs to also grow up a little bit because they are both like in a rush, like both the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. They're in a rush. They're hasty. Meanwhile, we have the Queens, and they know exactly how to tame their energy. But we have a combination of both Wands and of Swords, and it looks like it's a very strong, potent time in your life, I would say. But also, I do feel like it's about mother-son relationship, a mother-child relationship, or something about healing that bond. Please tell me if you want to share in the comments below. I would appreciate. By the way, I also added in the description box below, and after I sent this live, if you watch this afterwards, I added my link so you can donate and PayPal me. That would be so much appreciated. Because I just got the question from a Gemini. All right, so here we go. We also have, with the Hermit card, we also have both the Six of Swords and the Devil. I told you guys the Devil was there. And the funny thing is that Cancer, the Moon card, is the mother. But then we have the Devil, which is Capricorn, is the father energy. So it's like you're moving away from whatever unhealed mother energy you had. And while healing that energy, the true revelation of the father is coming through with that potent masculinity and order and structure and control. It's revealing itself. I do want to see what the Devil is about, though. Can we please clarify the Devil for us? All right. Yeah, it's an inner struggle that is actually coming about pretty quickly because it's a wand energy. We've got the Five of Wands here. And so, listen, what did I tell you in the beginning? Like, when we are arguing about right and wrong, we already lost it. We already lost the game, right, Virgos? So you want to take a step back and just not participate in that fight at all. Can we get another card, please? Well, that was too many cards, my love. So, my Virgos. It's funny because I felt like you had such a good reading for... Well, this is a good reading too, but this is a pretty, substantial reading. So the Five of Wands is leading to the Ten of Wands. So here again, you're ending it. Both the Wands and the Swords are ending, my loves. So you're ending major cycles here. And again, I told you, cycles and healing. There's a lot of choir coming into. I'm hearing cycles. There's a song. It's actually a gospel song. I just told you I'm not religious. I do like gospel, but I like all forms of chanting. My name is Cecilia. Do you know who she was? She was the one singing with the voice of God. When she became blind, she was starting to sing with the voice of God. Anyway, not to get into the saints part of it all. What's the Two of Swords, please? Oh, we're going to do with the other one. I feel like your energy is a little bit all over the place and it's chaotic and hectic for you. That's also why you want to take a step back and just witness. And I'm also getting this observe, don't absorb. Observe, don't absorb. And I feel like it's going to help you to reveal a lot about yourself and to, again, heal yourself. Do it in a Zen mode, right? Two of Swords is also about the Zen mode. What is the Two of Swords about, please? They turned and then they didn't want to turn. So we got the Wheel of Fortune with the Three of Swords. So yeah, you're healing your heart big time. You're healing something from the past. Some kind of backstabbing, some kind of wound. And it's something that you've been waiting around for a long time. Also, if you've been waiting for things to come into fruition, I feel like this is the blockage that has kept you from getting what you wanted to receive. And now when you're finally healing it, if you take that choice to do heal it, you're going to be able to receive your blessings even more. Please, one more card. Or a few. Yeah. So, I saw the Magician twice before, and now I see it again. He's coming up big time, together with the Page of Swords. So, it's almost like you get some kind of epiphany, maybe through writing or listening to something. Some of you might be getting a surgery too. That's where you can get the epiphany, but you get some kind of epiphany in the midst of all this, where you realize, aha, you know, this is all my creation. I am the maker of this. I am the one that's in control. And it's almost like, you know, like I told you about, like you are always free. And then when you realize that you're always free, then you free yourself from whatever illusions, confusions, captivity that you felt from both the Moon card and the Devil card. And both of those cards, like both of those signs, both Cancer and Capricorn, trust me, because I know I'm both Cancer and Capricorn, can be hyper possessive. Very, very possessive. So it's all about detachment. I've learned detachment big time and I'm still learning it. And the Magician is about not being attached to an outcome. And so my sweet loves, my sweet Virgos, it's all about you not being attached to the outcome, but being in full trust that whatever you are like having your intent to, it shall be. You are not having any doubts or any second guessings. Pisces card. Yeah. So we have the Two of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles twice. So I feel like the moment you step into your Zen mode, like whatever you've been waiting for, whatever that like hopes and expectations and all of that shit, is like gonna like fall down, and whatever is not truthful is gonna wither and die, and whatever it is gonna like come forth and blossom. Because I also have this at the bottom of the deck. So listen, my Virgos, you are going to receive whatever it is that you've been longing for. You just need to heal. You just need to heal, my loves. And I don't know what it is that you want to heal, but I do feel like it's the mother energy. There's the mother wound. So big time healing. Something with Cancer, Capricorn energy. Also connected to Gemini, Aries, like I told you. But Cancer, Capricorn energy. Healing the mother energy, healing the mother wound so that you can get that legacy with that elder, you know, the father figure. It is there for you. Something just needs to die, and that Cancer energy is right there behind the Scorpio energy, is right there behind, saying it's about time to let it go. I'm also hearing Feist with Let It Die. It's a very sad song, but I love that song. She sings, let it die, get out of my mind. We don't see eye to eye or hear ear to ear. Don't you wish we could forget that kiss and see things for what it is, that we're not in love? Oh my God, I love that song, and it feels like so right for you because I'm getting chills up and down my body. Yep, that's for you, I'm hearing. That's for you. It's about time. And if this is about your physical mother, your actual mother, maybe it is time for you to check in with yourself. What can you actually do? What can you contribute to the healing, and how can you heal it? Some of us can like pick up the phone and call our mothers. Some of us can't. no matter what, we can always write ourselves a letter as if we were writing to our mother, and that into can heal. We can do quantum healing on ourselves with meditation. We can go into meditation and meet our mother in that energy. But there's something about the mother that needs to be healed with you guys. I love you so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to give you this gift and for you to receive it. And no matter if it's like romantic love or mother love, you know, we can carry the mother wound within us, which actually disables us from receiving truly. Like the feminine, when the feminine is healed, she receives. When the masculine is healed, he doesn't control, he shapes it. He knows how to shape it, he steers it. He's not domineering, he's dominant, right? And same with the feminine, when it's healed, she's not possessive, trying to like suffocate. She's allowing, she's receptive, she's calm, she is, you know, she's in her emotions, she's letting it flow. So however that applies to you, there's something about relationships or healing the heart or your relationship to love, and it has big time to do with Cancer. So I do want to tell you to go into your chart and see where in your chart you have Cancer, because that will be very significant for you. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And if you do want to book a special reading with me, your own special reading, please do so by the email below, or you can contribute and donate with the link as well. Love you so much. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.